Chapter 14. Plants around us. We all depend on nature for all our basic needs. Plants are an important part of nature. They are autotrophic, which means that they can make their own food. We obtain many things from plants, such as cereals, pulses, vegetables, fruits, wood, fiber, rubber, gum, tea, coffee, etc. Plants include trees, herbs, bushes, grasses, vines, ferns, mosses, and green algae. The scientific study of plants is known as botany. Fungi and non-green algae are not considered as plants. Basic parts of plants are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits and seeds. Each part of a plant has a very important function. Teachers, please ask the students to express their views on the importance of the presence of plants on the earth. Let them tell about the different plants and trees they see in their surroundings. All the parts of a plant can be broadly classified into two systems. They are the root system, the shoot system. The root system. Root is the underground part of the plant's body and grows towards the force of gravity. It fixes the plant within the soil and absorbs water and mineral nutrients from the soil. It stores excess food. There are two types of roots. They are tap roots, fibrous roots. Tap roots. It consists of one main root growing downwards from which lateral roots develop, which may initially grow horizontally then turn downwards. Tap roots are also important adaptations for searching water and minerals from deep within the soil. Plants like carrot and beetroot have tap roots. Fibrous roots. It consists of a dense mass of slender roots that arise from the base of the stem. The roots grow downwards and outwards from the stem, branching repeatedly to form a mass of fine roots. Plants like grass, wheat, and marigold have fibrous roots. Functions of roots. Roots attach the plant to the ground. They provide support to the plant and help in holding the plant firmly in the ground. The roots of the plants hold the soil in place so that it does not get washed away during heavy rains, floods, etc. or by wind. Washing away of soil is called soil erosion. Plants need water and minerals for its growth. So, the roots absorb water and mineral nutrients from the ground and transport it to the stem. Roots like carrot, radish, etc. also store food. The shoot system. It is the aerial part of the plant's body which enables a plant to grow taller, to gain access to energy-giving light, and helps plant to prepare food. It is composed of stems on which are attached leaves, flowers, branches, and buds. Leaves are attached to the stem at regions called nodes. Stem. It supports the upper parts of plants. It carries the water and nutrients needed for plants to grow, from roots to leaves, and food produced by the leaves to other parts of plants. Stems also store food for the plants. Functions of stem. Stem transports water and minerals from root to other parts of the plants. It also transports food prepared by the leaves to different parts of the plants. Some underground stems store food, such as ginger, potato, etc. Some stems provide support to the plant above the ground. It bears branches, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. Leaves. These are the parts of the plant where food is made by the process of photosynthesis. That's why leaves are called the food-making factories of green plants. Chlorophyll. Green pigment present in the leaves uses the energy of sunlight to turn water, H2O, and carbon dioxide gas, CO2, into sugar and oxygen gas, O2. Leaves are of different shapes and sizes. The outer surface of the leaf has a waxy coating which protects the leaf. Tiny openings on the surface of the leaves, called stomata, help in the exchange of gases. Parts of leaf: margin, veins, midrib, base, petiole, stipule, blade. Stomata. Flowers. Flowers are the most attractive part of a plant. Each flower has a different physical structure, color, and fragrance from those of other flowers. The flower's colorful petals and fragrance attract insects and bees to pollinate the flower. After pollination, the petals fall off and seeds develop in the part of a flower called the ovary. The ovary itself usually becomes the fruit. Pollination is the process by which pollen is transferred from the anther to the stigma of the plant. Some of the agents of pollination are insects, wind, birds, mammals, water, etc. Let us know about the different parts of a flower. Petals. Petals are those parts of a flower that are often brightly colored or unusually shaped to attract pollinators. They are the most attractive part of the flower. Sepals. These are small and green in color, composing the outermost part of a flower. It encloses and protects the bud and may remain after the fruit forms. Pistils. The pistil is usually based in the center of the flower and it consists of three parts: the stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma. It is the waxy and sticky bulb in the center of the flower which receives pollen. Style. It is a long, slender stalk that connects the stigma and the ovary. Ovary. The ovary is located at the bottom of the style. Stamen. It is the pollen-producing part of a flower. It consists of two parts. They are anther. It is pollen-producing structure. These are generally yellow in color. Filament. It is a thread-like structure which holds anther. Fruits and seeds. The fruit is a fleshy or dry, ripened, mature ovary of a plant, enclosing the seed or seeds. Most plants grow from seeds. A seed is a miniature plant with a protective outer covering called the seed coat, usually with some stored food. Seeds are dispersed either by wind, water, or animals. On getting air, water, and sunlight, seeds grow into baby plants. Dispersal of seeds. Seed dispersal means movement of seeds from parent plant to another place. This helps the plants to produce more plants of their own kind. It also helps in the proper growth of new plants by stopping overcrowding and providing space for new plants to grow. Let us study about the different agents of dispersal. Wind. Some seeds are scattered by wind. They are usually enclosed in wing-like husks or fluffy coverings that help them to fly away long distances from the parent plants. For example, dandelion, cotton, maple, etc. Water. Aquatic plants and plants that grow by the side of water bodies have buoyant waterproof covering over their seeds that allow them to float and get dispersed by water. Fruits which float, such as those of the water lily and the coconut, are carried by water and can travel for long distances. Animals and humans. Seeds with sticky hairs, bristles, hooks, or barbs are dispersed by sticking to the fur of animals or on the clothing of human beings and are carried long distances. Birds and other animals eat the fleshy part of fruits and discard the seeds, or they may eat both, but the seeds are not digested and are passed out as waste. Human beings eat the fruits and throw away the seeds. This results in the seeds being dispersed. Explosion of fruits. Some plants disperse their seeds by ejecting them with force when they are dried in the sun so that they fall well away from the parent plant. This is explosive dispersal. An example of this is plants which belong to the pea family. They produce seed pods which dry in the sun and suddenly explode into two halves and disperse their seeds. Vegetative propagation. Some plants multiply with the help of roots, stem, leaves, and spores. This is known as vegetative propagation. Stems. When some weak aerial stems touch the ground, they give off adventitious roots, and if it detaches from the parent plant, newly formed roots develop into an independent plant. Some examples of such propagation are found in ginger, turmeric, etc. Leaves. In some plants, buds develop on the leaf margins. These buds remain dormant till the leaf remains attached with the plant but develop into a new plant when bud falls off from the plant and comes in contact of the soil. Roots. The roots of some plants develop adventitious buds on them. Guava, dahlia, and sweet potato are some examples of such plants. These buds sprout under suitable conditions when detached from the parent plant and turn into new plants. Spores. Spores are the reproductive cell structures of ferns, fungi, and mosses. Ferns, fungi, and mosses do not produce flowers. Therefore, they cannot produce seeds. They reproduce with spores that form on the underside of the fronds. Fern spores develop inside small green capsules on the underside of the fronds called sporangia. When the powdery spores are sown on a damp soil, they produce small heart-shaped growths called prothelia. Each prothellus contains both male and female organs, allowing them to reproduce and thus create tiny new ferns. Keywords. Adaptations. Change oneself to better suit the environment. Nutrient. A substance that provides nourishment essential for the maintenance of life and growth. Let us revise. We depend on nature for all our basic needs. The plant's body consists of two systems, the root system and the shoot system. Tap roots are also important adaptations for searching water and minerals from deep within the soil. Fibrous roots consist of a dense mass of slender roots that arise from the base of the stem. Shoot system is composed of stems on which are attached leaves, flowers, branches and buds. Stems store food for the plants. Food is made by the process of photosynthesis. Seeds are dispersed either by human beings, wind, water or animals. Some plants multiply with the help of roots, stem, leaves and spores. This is known as vegetative propagation. A. Tick right the